can.
Yeah.
We're celebrating with Ernie C. of the Mighty Body Count,
Yes.
talking about coming out of that debut album, The Cop Killer Controversy, Born Dead. I heard Virgin made an offer. You guys couldn't refuse. Here it comes, Violent Demise, and unfortunately the demise of Vic,
Yeah.
Beatmaster
If
V. I used to go to car shows with Vic. He
Yeah, I
had some
know you
badass
did.
cars, man.
Yeah. But the thing about uh, when they signed us, they gave us too much money for what the kind of band we were.
Right.
'Cause,
Yeah,
we
I
were.
heard Ice told Eric, the lawyer, like, just make some outrageous offer, and Virgin
They
said,
took it.
okay.
Yeah, they took it because at that time they were trying to build up their repertoire and make it look good, not necessarily for the artists because they signed us, they signed the Rolling
Yeah,
Stones, they
Mariah
signed
Carey,
Janet.
Janet
Yeah,
Jackson. I mean, they were trying
yeah,
to fatten the calf up for the market.
right. They're trying to fatten it up, but they're trying to attract other younger bands there that would do something, But they gave us too much money, and there was no way we were going to recoup all this money because we're basically a punk band. We're
You're
a
a
punk
Warped
band.
Tour Lollapalooza band, man. It's
Yeah, they're
it's
trying to
not
make us into.
mainstream.
Yeah, they're trying to make us into a pop band. They got confused, But it was good for the moment.
Yeah, but talk about what you guys have been through, because you and Ice are still the only surviving members of when you started. You lost Moosehead, you lost D-Rock, you lost Vic. Talk about that, man. Surviving so many tragedies. At one point, you probably thought, "My God, are we cursed or what?"
Yeah, and every time when someone passes in the band, you take time off and reflect upon. Do you want to do it? Do you keep on going? Do you stop? And then after a while, we said, let's do it again. We pick up the pieces and we put them back together, and then it's good. After we lost D-Rock, who was the last person, then I took some time out. I was like, this is a tough one. So then we took a long time. We took like 7 years off, and then we put the pieces. Got Vince. We put all the pieces back together, and the last four records have been very consistent. This group of people that I have now. I've had seven different variations of this band. The only ones that worked really well was the first group of people and the group that we have now for the past four records. We've done more records than with this lineup than we've done with the original lineup.
Oh, of course. And talk about Juan Garcia, the Cuban
Hmm.
American, Juan of
Yes.
the Dead. How he really brings up the guitar attack with you.
Juan has been around us, since the '90s,
Yeah, Agent
and then
Steel, all that stuff.
yeah, all that. Yeah, we've known Juan, but then and then after D-Rock passed, we were looking for someone. Then we had Bendrix fill in my guitar tech, and it didn't work right. And so then we were going to audition guitar players. I'm like, Juan, let's use Juan because we liked Juan. He's easy to get along with. He doesn't have an ego and things like that. So we just got Juan. And then somebody came to me and says, "Yeah, but you're a black man." I said, "Who ever said this?" We have never said this about us. It just so happens everyone is black. It's just because the original band was from the same neighborhood, same group of people. That's why everyone's black.
Yeah, you
But
got you
we
got
had,
more kindred spirits like Cypress Hill, man, where you got Cubans and,
yeah.
and Latinos and
There's no
New Yorkers, and I mean it's a blend.
Yeah, it's no color on it, but you get people that are haters that say, "Oh, you got to get a black guitar." Nah, I don't. I need to get someone that I can get along with that works with this band.
Oh yeah, man. I mean when the pits are swirling, it don't matter what race, religion, or
No,
age you
that,
are.
that's the thing about music. It crosses. We go to Germany and we play all in Europe. We play everywhere, and music is so universal. Once people get out of this America being it's the way it is, so much hate and things like that. Music is the thing that can help separate and bring change.
Yeah, but now you guys been real consistent. Besides getting upended by the pandemic, you guys have been consistent. Carnivore, you got the Grammy, and now
But
Merciless. Talk about this album, because I know you spent the time to make sure it's right, and you got Will Putney in there making
mhm.
sure he's got that sonic mastery happening.
Yeah, Will has been great for the band. He's been great for me because he's another guitar player, and he takes kind of the, I'm at a point right now in my life where I just want to play guitar. I don't really want to deal with producing and the day-to-day stuff of records. I just want to show up, play the guitar, go home, tour, just enjoy it. I'm at a point where I'm enjoying playing music a whole lot without the record company. I deal with the record company business and mess as little as I can now.
Yeah.
I just want to play the guitar. So Will comes in, and also as far as races and religions, Will is our Jewish producer. He's a Jewish kid, so Body Count has all kind of different influences come through it.
Oh yeah, and you had Jello Biafra on your song "Freedom of Speech." I mean, you
Hmm.
mixing it up. Shit.
Yeah, and on this record, we have everyone. A lot of guests on this record.
In Sin Dog on there?
No, I'm on Sin Dog's record.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
on. I'm on.
You're on that Power Flow record.
I'm on the Power Flow record just because Sin, he's been down with us since the beginning of time. So yeah, I'm on Power Flow's record. But we have um what's the name from what's the name of the band? We have Joe from Spit for an Autopsy on there. We
Okay.
have uh, who else? Max Cabrera, he's on there.
Okay.
Max has been family forever.
Yeah.
We do Comfortably Numb. We have David Gilmour on our record.
Yep.
you know, and funny thing about that. So we have David Gilmour on our record. You know how hard it is to get a clearance of a Pink Floyd song
Oh,
because
sure.
David
I mean, there's
Gilmour
some
and
acts like Zeppelin, Beatles, Prince. You don't even try. It's so hard.
yeah. Okay, so we're at when you can do things two ways. You can just go throw it out there and see what happens, or you can ask permission. So as we got older, I guess we by being older, we asked permission this time. So we recorded the song because Ice wanted a song that I could play on, over the years. And that song is so Company Numb is like you can play
Oh,
everything on
oh
that
yeah.
song.
One of
It's
Gilmore's greatest solos ever.
exactly. And so the original song that we recorded was I played the guitar. The other guitar player was Richie Sambora.
Okay.
Him,
From
Richie
Bon
Sambora was
Jovi.
yeah. Richie was the other guitar player because my bass player Vince is Richie's guitar tech. So he was telling him about it. And Richie said, "I want to play." So Richie did the guitar parts. Then when I got the tape back, the tape or whatever it is, I got it back. I played the other guitar part. So then the song was completely done. It was done with Ice's voice on it and me and Richie playing the guitar. So then we decided to ask permission. So we sent it over to Roger, his people, and they're like, "Oh, Roger, he approves it. He says you can do the song." Okay, great. So we sent it over to David Gilmour, and his people got back with us and said, "David absolutely loves the song, but he wants to
And
know
was this
can
with lyrics or just instrumental?
the lyrics."
Okay. So it was fully demoed.
Yeah, it was completely done.
Oh wow.
It was completely done. It was ready to
Oh,
get
okay.
pressed. So he said, "Can he play on it?" And we're like, David Gilmour asked to play on Comfortably Numb. Yeah, sure he can.
You had to think about it, right?
Yeah. So my rhythm guitar is still on there, and he played on it. And so they said at one point in time, he wants to play it with you guys. Come out and play it with us.
So where did that actually go down at? In England?
No, he hasn't played with
He
us
hasn't
yet.
done it yet. Okay.
No,
Because he
but
he did those 3 nights at the Hollywood Bowl here.
exactly. But he
But
wants to come out and play with us. Not us come play with him. He wants to play with us. So I'm hoping uh, next year we'll get some kind of Grammy nomination, hopefully, for this song, and he'll come out and play with us on the Grammys.
tell us about winning the Grammy. Were you guys in the house, or did you
No,
just hear about it?
it was virtual that year, you
Oh,
know,
okay. Pandemic.
pandemic. So
You're
we had
online. Who were
and
you
we're
up
watching.
against? Was Motorhead or who else was on the?
I can't remember. Uh, I have I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember at this point, but
But how surprised were you? I know you were wishing you'd win,
I
but
was very surprised. I was like the ultimate surprise, you know, and I'm very surprised because
most of these
the
Grammy holders are older, man. They're 50, 60, 70 years old.
so I guess that's why we got a Grammy this year because we've been around long enough for all the people to age and start voting and caring and things about that. So I think that's why we were able to win it this year, you know, or that year.
Yeah. Yeah, they you remember the name. I mean, that's why Jethro Tull won famously that year against Metallica because
Right.
the voters know Jethro Tull name. It didn't really fit that it was the medal award, the first
But you
medal.
know, I went and saw a Led Zeppelin movie
I
the
just
other
saw
day.
it, man. I saw it at the Universal IMAX. Is that incredible?
Yeah, I went and saw it in IMAX. Yeah, it was incredible. But the thing about it was they had a lot of shows that they were playing. I was seeing Jethro Tull on a lot of
Oh
those
yeah.
metal shows.
Well,
Yeah,
Tony
so that
Iommi played in Jethro Tull for a couple
yeah,
weeks.
so that kind of made sense. You know, they won best metal because they were playing with metal bands. You know, they were playing with Zeppelin. I saw them playing. You know, with all those '60s rock bands and '70s rock bands. Jethro Tull was on the bill. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
not that far. It's not that on the outside looking in, and for us knowing who Metallica is now, people are saying, "Oh, that was a bad." At the moment, it maybe not was that as outrageous as it seems.
yeah, yeah. It got a lot of hype. Metallica got a lot of buzz on it, but
Yeah, it helped them out. It helped
yeah.
Metallica, you know, move up. You know, saying they were a better rock band. You know, just because you know, yeah.
And are you friends? Are you friends with Lars or James?
I'm friends with
Kurt?
Kurt. I've been knowing Kurt forever. You
Okay.
know, Kurt for forever, and
Yeah,
Lars. Yeah, I
and
like
of course,
Lars.
Robert Trujillo used to play in Suicidal Tendencies. He's
Yeah,
from
we see
Venice,
Robert. Yeah,
Santa
you know,
Monica.
I saw them. We toured. We did some shows with them. I haven't seen them in a long time. It was good to see them. You know, they're doing well. You know,
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They're an indie band. Metallica got all their masters back, got their own studio, got their own fucking
right,
pressing
right,
plant. They're a fucking indie band, man.
right,
They
right.
rule the world. I love how that indie power has caught on.
It's the only thing, only way to do it now. We still do it just because we don't want to do all the work right now. You know,
Right.
we
Yeah.
still, you know,
So Century
it,
Media is treating you right.
yeah, they're good. You know, it's the Sony big machine, so
Right.
it's easy. You know, we put out the record, they do it. We went over to their office over in what was it, Germany? You
Uh huh.
know, it was a black guy ahead of the them over there, the
Is
metal
that right?
division over in Germany. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. A young black guy, so it was kind of cool. You know,
Yeah, no, I love when I first started, traveling to Europe and going to Germany in the 80s, man. I couldn't believe how happened in Germany and France and England and Holland and all these countries are, but Germany was like the closest to America. Everybody
yeah.
speaks English and
Oh
they
yeah,
love our music. I was
yeah.
like, man, I feel like it's
We
our sister country.
Yeah, we have some problems with education and all this kind of stuff because everyone's English is their second or third language. We're having trouble just doing English over here as our first language. So,
Yeah. No, it's definitely a country to look up to, no question.